Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental, if I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is, since a young age I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes—
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent. Like—
Hey, stop evaluating us based on—
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told them whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of— Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair— Now then, let's test your—
Dodge this! Wind blade! Cool it! Dodge this! Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Wind blade! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this!
You control the elements without a vision. That means— Oh, pay no attention to me. I was just talking to myself. I will be sure to observe your battle intently.
Verdict is...
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Wind blade!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability, please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defy. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing your... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably, sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these criteria? Not to mention, with no new Electro-visions having been granted for such a long time.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like...
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly... Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god...
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro-Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Just be sure...
What's her? What's her?
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the 2 finalists have... Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though he strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment! I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up. Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the gut.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit, the vision was the prize that I had offered, and...
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation.
If you would, Please come with me.
But we're on an island. Where could...
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of catching the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
So soon. With the wind.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoyers, they're here. Get them.
Treasure quarters, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back. Freeze!
Disappear.
Let's light it up!
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me!
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision! Or if I could activate
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at... Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely, speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine! Fine! I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me. Drat. This should have gone differently. I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
What are you trying to do? Time for retribution!
Going in!
Oh, so sorry.
No, no! Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end. And now, put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for...
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all... When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity, but unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible from the moment he stole the vision. I've tried many other methods though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's...
The vision didn't seem to respond to...
I see. No matter. This was expected. I suppose...
Yeah, what's the story behind the...
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the...
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Do not let my feelings trouble you. But thank you.